10 miles an hour, 828. It's DC at B. Interview time, and we have Mr. Keith Knutson. You are the head of the horticulture department and the agriculture department, correct?
Good morning. Yes, I am.
I want to make sure I get this right.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to sell you short. You are the head of a couple of different departments.
No, and I also am an instructor, so yes, I am.
Okay, so
yes.
you have a full locker.
I do have. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's fun. Makes life interesting.
Oh, I'll bet it does.
It
so
does.
you today you are wearing the hat of the head of the horticulture and agriculture department.
I am, and we're excited because this is the second day of classes.
Oh, that's right.
And we started our agriculture program this fall. So
okay.
We have students in the program, which is great. That was a program that we started this week actually. But
okay.
We've been working on it for a while. It's called the North Dakota Ag Consortium Program.
Okay.
And so we're working with Williston State College and also working with Lake Region Junior College. Mm-hmm. And so Williston's providing kind of the livestock end of the program, and Lake Region is providing the precision ag part of the program.
Okay.
And then we provide the kind of the ag economics, agribusiness, farm business management, and horticulture part of the program.
Okay.
So
this is a very wide-reaching program.
It is.
From one end of the state to the middle part of the state, and so this is something new and exciting then for you guys.
It is. It's fantastic. It really is it's a program where a student can come in and get a certificate or an AAS degree, and it's tailored to fit the individual's needs. So if they want to go one direction after they've gone through some of the general courses, they can. So it's a great opportunity.
Awesome. And obviously you have students for this, and this is a pretty good sized class that I'm going to guess.
Yes, it is.
That's
it's
awesome.
great. Yep,
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Got a great start.
And now I understand there is a new program starting next year.
That's right.
In January.
So last time I was in here, I mentioned we were going to have a new program starting.
It was a tease.
Yes, it was. So it's the hemp program that we're starting, and this past summer we received approval from the North Dakota's Board of Higher Education to have this program in place, and then we also received approval from the North Dakota Department of Agriculture to grow hemp. And so it's an exciting program. Had a lot of phone calls already.
I'll bet you, because there is I'm going to guess there is a lot of miscommunication between there is a difference between hemp and marijuana.
There is,
right? And people hear the word hemp, they say, "Oh, it's marijuana."
That's right.
Right? Okay.
Right.
So what's the difference?
So hemp is a product or a plant that's grown that has less than 0.3 tetrahydrocannabinols, or what we call THC.
Okay.
And THC is the psychoactive or the intoxicating part of the cannabinoids in the hemp or the cannabis plant.
Okay.
And so what we're doing is that we're growing the hemp plant that has less than 0.3%. And there's been a lot of work done, especially by Europe and Canada, on getting developing varieties that are very, very low in THC. So we're going to be working with those varieties. And example in North Dakota is that the North Dakota NDSU research station at Langdon has been working now with that for 5 or 6 years, and has come up with some nice hemp varieties, especially for the oil seed part of it. So yes, it's exciting. There is a total difference between hemp and marijuana, just mainly in the varieties that we're growing nowadays.
Another difference is hemp is legal, marijuana
is not
legalized in North Dakota.
Yes, that's right. So the 2018 Ag Bill legalized hemp, and marijuana is still illegal, and from a federal standpoint. So we're not going there because we don't want our funds, definitely because we don't want our funding affected by that. So I think we've got everything in place. Just a couple of side notes there. We worked with law enforcement agencies in the area this last spring and met with them a couple of times about what we were doing.
Right.
So they're on
I
board
suppose
with us.
from a legal standpoint, you have to do that.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes. And in fact, the hemp plants that we will be growing will be tested to make sure that it meets those rules and regulations that have been established.
Now, on the off chance that something goes a little higher than 0.3, is there any ramifications, or did they just take it away?
That if it goes above the 0.3 or above, then we need to destroy it.
Okay.
So we need to destroy that plant, and it could be an individual plant here and there, but
sure.
The varieties have been proven out to consistently stay below that 0.3. So that's the ones we're going to work with, is the ones that are below that.
Now with hemp, there are a lot of byproducts from hemp. What are some of the things that you can get?
There are
and do with
right there. If we look way back in history, hemp was grown for its fiber, for ropes and for canvas and for clothing, that type of a thing. That's not quite as popular today, although the hemp clothing has kind of come back a little bit. And then the second part is with the hemp oils, where they take the seed and crush the seed and get some of the oils out, and that's been used for food, for cooking, and for paints and inks and plastics and that type of thing. And then the third product is one that's become kind of popular lately, is the CBD that everybody's kind of hearing about it, that may have some medicinal opportunities for us. So those are kind of the three different areas that we're looking at. I think from our standpoint, we're going to mainly look at the hemp oils.
Oh, okay.
And,
I was going to ask that.
Yes, and then also we're going to look in a little bit into the CBD part of it. So one extension of what we plan on doing besides the production is look at some of the processing of those, the hemp products too, to kind of move that along a little bit. So
now, hopefully, we've piqued interest, and we want to get people obviously interested in the class and get them enrolled and things like that. When does it start?
So the class starts in January, and it's
coming up fast. Yeah.
So it's going to be the spring semester.
Okay.
And we're going to have 4 classes. We'll have a introduction to hemp class, and then we'll have which mainly looks at the history and some of the very general opportunities with hemp, and then a little bit into production. And then we do get into a production hemp class where we're talking about nutrient requirements and the varieties to grow.
Sure.
And then we have a class on rules and regulations, of course, because we want our producers, those involved in that industry, to understand those rules and regulations. So,
okay.
And then the final classes, we have a practicum where we have students that'll actually be able to work with the production of the hemp.
Okay. So if we want to find out more about the hemp program, how do we do that? And who do we get a hold of?
I think the best thing would be at this point in time is to contact me, Keith Knutson, at 228-5489.
Okay.
228-5489.
And also the website's available also.
The website is also available at Dakota College. We don't have a lot out there yet, so it's probably
best to call.
Give me a call.
And that number again?
Is 701-228-5489. That's a direct number to me.
Okay, wait a few minutes. He's got to get back to the office. So maybe don't call right now. Leave a message if you have to.
Right.
So, all right, buddy, appreciate it. Anything else you want to throw out there about the class?
That's it. Today is Wash and Pack Wednesday. I don't know if I think we've talked about that before. So we have it's an opportunity for students to sell some of the vegetables that we produce at Dakota College, and of course, those funds then go back into a kitty where students are able to go to conferences and learn get additional sessions on horticulture and agriculture. So
Perfect.
It's a great program.
All right, very good. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
High five. Good smacker right there, buddy. 8:37 into our next 7-day forecast we go. This one brought to you by Drive.